Okay, so Sophie, how well do you think filming went today?
I thought it went really well, yeah. I mean, we got every shot we needed to. The weather's been lovely. We did have a bit of trouble at the beginning with our shooting schedule just because it started to rain.
Yeah.
So we had a bit of a break then, and it started to be sunny again, so we just filmed again. But yeah, I think we got all the shots we needed. They were really good, and yeah.
Conferring with the book was really useful.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of visualise with the book and how it's being filmed, like you can see, I don't know what I'm trying to say, like
the relevant parts, like
in the book, yeah, shown for our film.
So did you stick closely to the book when filming?
Yeah, and then we like experimented a bit because obviously we have to cut some parts out, like the feast and stuff, because obviously due to the characters.
And we can't film in the castle.
We can't film in the castle, so.
Is there anything that you would film again if you got the chance to do it?
Anything I'd film again? Although we did get really good shots, I think some shots I'd film again, just because some of them went out of focus.
Yeah.
But apart from that, no.
It's only slightly though, wasn't it?
Yeah, slightly
really?
out of focus. But
Anything for you, Scott?
Probably. I don't know. I think maybe if I probably would have tried to experiment having the maiden in like a different setting when we introduce her, instead of having her right around the hedges. It would have been nice if we do it somewhere else. If I was to do it again, although I really like the hedge shot anyway.
Yeah.
I think it worked really well. But I think the story as a whole, we did change quite a lot of it. Like not completely off, but just how it was shot and how you'd imagine when you read it. Obviously because of the time. But I think the influence of my influence has helped me a lot, Eduardo, Sarah, because in most of his films, especially like Harry Potter's and Unbreakable, which are the two I've been focusing on, there's a lot of, especially there's one scene in Unbreakable where the main character comes out of the hospital and there's a lot of like tracking going on, there's a lot of like focus, and I've tried to keep that in. In terms of the lighting as well, I think that's something that I confer with Kurt, because he's obviously colouring it in.
There were a few shots that were quite dark.
Some that were too dark, some that were too light, but today, thankfully, it's actually brightened up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think compared to the last interview that we did, I definitely think I've kept on track in terms of the tracking and the longer shots, and I think it has actually paid off.
And we've got different shots so I can experiment with editing as well, like different cutaways and yeah.
What influence has been?
My influence has been Sarah Flack within the film The Limey.
Yep.
Basically, I'm basing my whole editing style on her, so we'd have cuts of obviously what we shot today, and then cuts of like the heart, and then the character eventually dying flash throughout what we've shot today. Because in the film on The Limey, there's this one character who goes to kill another character, and it repeats over and over again, and then it ends just with him back at the scene before he kills the character, and you wonder, did he actually kill that character or not? So that's going to be the same principle applying with the Warlock and the Maiden.
Okay, yeah.
And I think tomorrow's shoot in the studio will be interesting, because I actually will get to experiment with the lighting and the different like intensities of light.
Yeah.
And because it's meant to be set in a dungeon, I think we'll have a lot of time to experiment.
Yeah, definitely.
And because it's the darkest part of the book,
Yeah.
my influence will really come into play in tomorrow's shoot. So, yeah.
And was it hard to get a hold of the castle in the end? Because I know you had some trouble at the start.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know, we were trying to scout around Worcester, like obviously local locations where we could film at, and I'm usually a regular, like every year I come to Berkeley Castle and explore because it's such a beautiful like place to come.
Really good.
And they just popped into my head, oh yeah, why don't we just film at Berkeley Castle? Like I found their email, so I emailed them, and a woman in the main office got back to me and she said, unfortunately, due to loads of requests like this, we can't grant you to film, like too busy or something like that. And then you saved the day.
And I literally pleaded and pleaded, because there was nowhere really that came close besides the cathedral, but even then you were still quite limited, but this space has just been really good. And I really did think personally, in hindsight, that I was kind of a bit like anxious, because we were only allowed to film outside.
Yeah.
I didn't really think it would work that well, but now I know that we've done it, I think we didn't really need to film inside really at all, and we've still managed to get the story across just as well.
Yeah.
And I think we're pretty lucky to be able to film here, I think.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much.